Welcome to the Intermediate Website Updates training video number 3. In this short video we're going to look at adding attachments, that is adding a file to your post. We're going to upload a file, we're going to insert the file into the post, we're going to make the link to the file a pop-up link, and finally we are going to add an icon into the post just to help focus the eye of the website viewer to show that this is an attached file. You'll need to be attaching all kinds of files to your website posts. The majority of those will be newsletters, so we're going to use a PDF file newsletter as an example in this short video. Okay, here's the website Style 9 template that we've been working on with all our videos so far. Again, just a reminder for those of you that are just coming in to look at these videos for the first time, this is a template site that we are working with, and you will see quite a few of the basic building blocks that make up this website in your own school website, not necessarily in the same place, but they will all work in exactly the same way. Just a final reminder that you have to scroll down to the very bottom of your page and click on the login link in order to log in to the website. We have already logged in because we have this top bar area here showing. This bar will not be seen by your parents or any other website viewers, and the add new and post and project options that are available to you will not be seen by your parents, but you can see them yourself once you've logged into the website. However, once you do log in for the first time, you'll be taken to what's called the dashboard, so that's where we're going to start in this video lesson. So after clicking the login link at the very bottom of the page, then you can enter in your login name and password and click the login button, and it brings you to here. So we can either go on to posts and add new post, or we can go to the plus new and then the post option. So here's our brand new post, and I'm going to add in a title. Now normally you would put a date here, so that when you are searching for this post at a later time, if you wanted to update it and alter it, you can go into the search area that we saw in our previous videos in the basics training area and find it quite easily. Okay, I'm going to click on the link below to view our latest newsletter. Then I'm going to hit the enter key, and this means that the cursor is ready to receive the bit of text which will represent the newsletter. Now I'm going to go to the Add Media button, and what this will do is this will take us to the media library, which you can look at in video number 1 in the intermediate series. So clicking on the Add Media button will open up the media library, where you can see all of the different images, all the different PDF files such as policy documents, curriculum documents, everything that makes up your website, all the substance that can be read or viewed online by your parents that is embedded into those web pages are all in the media library. And therefore, when we go to the media library, we need to ignore all of those things, and we need to upload something new to that library. And the latest uploads will always be appearing in the top left hand corner of that library page. So let's go there now. We're going to click Add Media, and immediately we get a pop-up window that sits on top of, you can just see around the outside edge, the post page that we were on. And you can see this is a template one, where we've got different PDF files, different images that are in there. So this is the media library tab that we're looking in now. As soon as we click on the Upload Files tab, it will hide this window, so you won't be able to scroll up and down and see the different things that are all stored in this big one folder. Instead, we're going to click on the Upload Files tab, and it gives us a Select Files button, and this is our browse button to help us to go and find the file that we are looking for. So I've got on my desktop a file called newsletter, so I'm going to click select files and desktop, and here we have the newsletter.pdf. Now again, this newsletter would normally have a date in its name itself. So if I was to put a date of, I don't know, the 10th of the 6th of 2015, that is a better name for a file, because you can search. That name will be taken into the website and will become part of the properties of the PDF file itself. And therefore, if ever I want to search for that file, let's say you put up a newsletter and you discovered, I don't know, 6 months down the line that newsletter wasn't quite correct, that you'd had a mistake in there or something, then you could replace it with another newsletter that was more up to date, etc. And you could easily find it by searching on newsletter and putting in the date, and it would filter through the whole of the media library and bring you back to that file. So all I have to do is click once on it and then click the open, and immediately it pulls it into the media library and it highlights it as already selected. You can see there is a tick in the top right hand corner, which means that this file is ready to be pulled into the post. If I was to briefly click off somewhere else, you see that one becomes the highlighted one, and the information changes on the right hand side here. You see this is title of focus image 8. If I click back onto here, it goes back to newsletter 10th of the 6th of 2015. It shows there is a link to a media file, and that there is the address of the media file itself, and you can see at the end of that address the newsletter 10th of the 6th of 2015. So with that clicked upon, I can then, when the tick's in the right hand corner, I can then click insert into post, and there we have the link to the newsletter. Now the actual flashing cursor has come just beyond the final bit of the name, and the flashing cursor is not actually touching the link right now. You can tell that because the link button is also not highlighted. So right now this will open up in the same page that the post is on, and it will take over the website page. Now we looked at this in the web links video, which is video 6 of the basics section. So if we want to change this to be a pop-up link, we have to go back to here. So we click anywhere in the middle of this link, and you can see automatically the insert edit link button becomes highlighted. Again, I'll click out of there and it ceases to be highlighted. Click back into here anywhere, and it means we are now working on this link. Let's click on the link. You can see the URL is already in place. We need to click on this checkbox here, because that will open it up in a new window in a new tab, and click update. And then I'm going to go over to the categories area, and I'm going to click on the newsletters, and then I'm going to click publish. And once that page is refreshed, I can then go to visit the site, and you can see that we have in the blog feed our latest newsletter. Now if I click on that link, you can see this is a blank newsletter, and it appears inside a pop-up window. It doesn't take over the main page behind it, and you can still easily get back to your website. However, I do want to make one other addition. I want to add in an icon just in front of here, so that it makes the link look more attractive to the human eye. You don't have to do this next bit. It's a bit of extra work. It makes the website look a little bit better, but you don't have to put in this last thing that I'm about to do now. So I'm going to go back to the dashboard. I'm going to go back onto my posts and all posts, and here is my newsletter. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click in front, and I'm going to go to add media again, and I'm going to put into the search area the word icon, And when that appears, we've got some royalty-free icons that represent different types of documents, and this middle one is a PDF file. And I'm going to insert that into the post. And now that that's in there, I'm going to click on Update. Now the reason why we don't put this icon in when this is a Publish button is because on the front page of the website, let me open up a new tab. School name, visit site, right mouse click, open in a new tab. And here we go. Here's our new updated post. As you can see, there is an icon there now, and it looks that little bit better. In your school website, your Twitter feed, which you can see one here, will be linked directly to your blog, and whatever appears in your blog feed will also appear in the Twitter feed. And if you put this icon in right at the very start and you click Publish with this icon in place in your post, then this icon will appear as something huge inside your Twitter feed. There is some kind of miscommunication sometimes between the website and the Twitter feed. The way to get around that is simply to, when you first post the actual post onto the site, don't have the icon in, and therefore it is just literally the link that will appear inside your Twitter feed, and it will all look all fine and all wonderful. And when you add in the icon later on and click the Update button, this will appear inside your blog feed, and it will not appear inside your Twitter feed, because the Update button does not post out to the Twitter feed, it's the Publish button. So just one last time of saying, when you first create your post, make sure that you add in your text, add in your link, click Publish, then click at the start, click Add Media, type icon, add in your icon, and then click the Update button, and that means this icon here will not appear inside your Twitter feed as a huge ginormous icon that may confuse people who are following you on Twitter. And that is how to add an attachment into one of your blog posts. Thanks for watching.